what people don't realize is clean alone brings down a lot of violence. Being in a clean area brings down a lot of violence. That's why when I lived in the hood, I used to always tell my people, just because we live in the hood, listen, we could either live in the hood and make it look like the hood, but nobody's coming here to fuck this neighborhood up. We're the ones fucking up the neighborhood.
Right.
It's up to us if we want to break bottles in the park so that when the kids come tomorrow, there's broken bottles all over the park. It's up to us. All right, baby, we back. Welcome to another episode of Rated G with Gabby G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I am your host, Gabby G. Garcia, along with my partner in this information, my brother from another mother, Brian Licata.
Hey!
What's up, handsome?
What up, G?
Chilling, man. How are you feeling today?
Happy podcast day, bro.
It's podcast day, right? Still no pictures up. I noticed that.
No.
Still blank background. That's all right. That's all right. I'm not going to get on you for that more.
Well, I changed this. Do you like that? It's a little nicer aesthetic, right?
I guess. I'll give you that. It's an aesthetic.
Oh, I got to give him. There you go. I forgot to light him right. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Now. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I was looking for the little Sicilian flag. I don't know where it went. I took it down earlier, and then.
Here's the questions I have to all my listeners. Have you guys ordered your Rated G mug? Because if you're not, you are missing out, man. I'm telling you, the drinks taste better. They stay colder. Ooh, this is cold.
And it was good.net/shop. Shout out to my boy Jay Witt.
G mug, man.
And it was good.
And it was good. And it is good.
And it is good. He's got a bunch of cool gear on here.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Cop yourself some merch.
We got a Brian the Video Guy t-shirt. There's Mr. Boots.
So what's up, baby? How you been? You been good?
I've been good, dude. I just I feel like I'm just doing a lot these days, in a good way. I'm very, very busy. But I like that,
I received in the mail a dope ass card from my brother Brian, wishing us a very happy 100th episode and 100 more. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I keep that right there. It's both inspiring, thought-provoking.
Anything else?
Well, I said both, and I said two things, so I figured I'd stop right there.
Okay. I didn't hear you say both. I thought you said.
I said it was both. It was both. Yeah, it sounded like I was going somewhere else with that, and I probably was. But my mind doesn't actually fire on all cylinders sometimes.
Or even have all the cylinders it's supposed to have.
I think they're there.
Just a little rusty. But man, no, I'm good, man. I really am. I'm good.
Good. That's what I want to hear, man. Yesterday was election day. And
you don't say.
It wasn't like everybody thought it was going to be. The Democrats actually wound up winning a bunch of shit, which I'm not surprised. The dude who had the stroke, he wound up beating Dr. Oz, man. How bad do you have to be to lose to a dude who could barely form sentences, man?
That was it was in PA, right? Is that where Dr.
Yeah,
Oz was
Fetterman.
running? Yeah, Fetterman. That was
Fetterman won, yo. Go figure. I mean, I'm not surprised, yo.
So there's a runoff in Georgia.
Yeah, with
for Warnock
Herschel Walker
and Herschel Walker. Yeah, and that was like one of the big contested ones. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Herschel's gonna lose that.
Yeah. There's no way he can win, right?
He ain't gonna win that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got through another election. It wasn't as exciting as I expected it to be, man, to be honest. I was expecting a lot more drama and shit, but
But it looks like the Republicans are going to get the House.
They're going to get the House, and there's still a chance at this moment for them to get the Senate. I mean,
could you imagine that?
And
then Biden for another term. Could you imagine that, dude, having a Republican House and Senate, and then
we'll get the results by next year.
Dude, I got to be honest with you, bro. I don't want to see a Republican president, a Republican Senate, and a Republican House at once. I feel like things are gonna get real weird real fast if that happens,
You know what
bro.
the problem is
They're
that when
gonna.
it's mixed, nobody works with anybody.
That's fine. I'd rather
But
status
nobody
quo.
works with anybody. I say give them 4 years each side. Let them. I mean, I was gonna say how much could you fuck up in 4 years, but I mean, look how much damage this brother's done in two. So maybe I'm wrong on that. You know,
Two, bro. 2 years, bro. He hasn't even been in office 2 years.
nah, and he did a lot of damage. It's like mad different now.
But
You know,
I mean, to his credit, COVID did start before, but they handled it piss poor, right? So he walked into a shitty situation.
there is no credit when it comes to COVID, man. To me,
Yeah.
because the whole shit was a scam, and and you know, as far as I'm concerned, you know that alone would have me not voting for these motherfuckers. But you know, whatever.
Did you vote?
It is what it is.
Did
You
you
know,
vote
did I
yesterday?
vote?
Yeah.
Yeah, my vote was a vote of non-competence. I don't think any of them are competent to run, so I didn't vote. New York, they kept that chick in New York. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, I know, bro.
That's crazy because New
I
York's supposed. I
know.
mean, like I said, I go there, I do my thing, but supposedly it's horrible. You know,
Did you see the post that
supposedly
you see the
if
post
you
that
believe
Mo?
what you see on the news. But I go out to New York every Monday and I do what I always did, and you know, it looks the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then again, it's like when I told my boy I never remember my neighborhood being bad, and he told me that's because we're the ones who made it bad. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So like, I don't, you know, I don't notice it probably because those are all my peoples. I mean, not anymore. In reality, I don't know a lot of the people out in my old neighborhood anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when was the last time you lived there?
Lived there? I haven't lived there since I was 36,
Yeah. Okay.
52.
Yeah.
I lived there for till I was 36. So I lived there all my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I go back, you know, I slide through every now and then. You know,
I
only
remember
once did some young cats out there try to play me.
your your house. It was in the same neighborhood that you grew up in, that you had with the family and the kids, or no?
Nah, that's in Glendale.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was in the same
It's in
neighborhood.
Queens, but it's in Glendale. It's a nice neighborhood. I'm not buying a house in the hood.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Why do that?
Uh, what else been going on with you, bro?
Not a whole lot. You know, just been grinding.
Mm.
Played again with Eleanor this just yesterday.
Pew pew pew
Uh,
pew pew pew.
we had a funny moment, and he's probably gonna be mad if I share it, but I'm gonna share it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Uh,
hear it.
so the show was Zach Pickett,
Oh boy.
me, Eleanor, and we had Petey headline, right? And we had Petey
Not
headline
wait. Hold on a
because
second. Eleanor didn't headline.
she was supposed to, but it was a 10 o'clock show, so Matt
Oh,
gave her the choice to do her time early and just have someone else close it out.
got
You
it.
know,
Yeah.
and it
She
was a light
probably.
crowd. It was a
Yeah.
light crowd. It
Yeah.
was
She probably wanted to go back
18
to
people.
Philly or whatever. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
that was the point. And also,
Yeah.
like, they wanted me to headline, but I was like, listen, I wasn't even supposed to be on the show. I'm looking out for Matt because he got sick. So I said, I don't want to be here all night. You know what I'm saying? I said, I just want to
Right.
do my spot and go home. So I went up, I did the bullet. But then,
Nice.
of course, I stayed to watch Eleanor set.
Right.
And then Eleanor gets off and we both stay. Like, we both wound up staying anyway. But Petey's up there and he's eating a dick,
Oh.
right? And mind you, we all did well. Like all three of us did well. Petey's up there, he's eating a dick. And in the comic boots section, right, where me, Eleanor, and Zach like talking with this chick that works down the hall. She came to see Eleanor. So it's four of us and we're talking, but we're
Does
not
she know?
loud.
Does she know Eleanor? Or she's just trying to meet
She came
Eleanor.
to see Eleanor because she heard Eleanor was dope. She met her that
Oh,
night.
cool. Very cool.
But
Nice.
she's a big comedy fan. She comes through every now and then when we have different
Yeah.
people. So
You're
so we're
talking.
all talking, but we're not loud. But because we're not loud, you know, everyone's kind of leaning over to talk to each other. So at one point, the three of them are talking, and I'm sitting there, and they're all leaning over,
Mm-hmm.
and Petey's eating a dick, and he turns and he sees them, and I'm like, ah, like right away, I just thought, ah, you know, and we wasn't loud, but right away, Petey's like, hey guys, you guys mind, you know, and like he stops this whole set to scold them, and me included. I'm getting scolded too, but that's always been my
So
thing,
it's
even when I'm not
Eleanor,
talking. Eleanor,
Zach, And this
Zach
chick.
and his chick. He scolded me,
Ah,
and
dude, I wish
he's
I
like,
was there.
yo, dude, I'm sitting like this, just looking, and he goes, you know, I'm up here, fucking, and then Eleanor goes, killing it,
Ah, no, dude.
dude. We all started dying. I mean, dying. So I left right after that because I was like, I don't want to be here when we that's on stage because he can't take like he doesn't take it well, man. You know, like to me that was brilliant. He said, "Come on, guys, I'm up here." She said, "Killing it."
And in the loud South Philly tone that she had, like she can't, she's not quiet, you know.
It was the quietest she could ever say it. I will say that. It was quieter than I heard her, but we all heard her. Like you could see, like she didn't want to say it, but she really wanted to say it. And
she had to do
yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, don't get mad at us, though. Pay attention to what you're
Salute to
doing.
you, my dear Eleanor.
Pay attention to what you're doing. You know, it's insane, yo.
Oh,
I ran out right after that, but what was so funny is I go to get out and then everybody runs out with me. So you see us all dipping out the back, yo. But at that point, nobody wanted to be there when he got off the stage because, you know, even though from my understanding, he took it well and got off okay. From my understanding, I haven't
yeah.
dealt with no backlash yet. We'll see what happens tonight when I do the show.
You got to let me know, obviously.
Hopefully he's over it. I mean, to me, it was like, it reminded me of the story of Kevin Hart when he was eating a dick in the cellar and why am I forgetting his name? Patrice O'Neill threw a phone book on the stage and said, "Why don't you read that? It's funnier than the shit you're saying."
Yeah, but Petey's not Kevin Hart, bro.
No, but I'm saying like it just a comic
I'm
going
just
at
fucking
another
around.
comic.
Yeah,
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 no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
he's not.
yeah. Yeah, damn, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, all
Heat.
kinds of shit happens, man. Kevin Hart once got hit with a chicken wing.
Oh man.
Somebody hit him with a chicken wing on stage. I mean, everybody got their things, I guess, man. I never had it that bad. I don't think.
Hmm.
You know, I've had two people come up on stage
Comedy or music?
in comedy.
Really? And what
Yeah,
happened?
one was the drunk chick,
Okay.
and I kind of just mushed her right off the stage. And the other was the other dude, but he didn't even make it to the stage.
Got it.
He didn't make it on the stage. No, he tried, but he didn't get there.
You step down, I assume.
No, I stayed on. Why would I step down? I have the upper advantage. I have the
Oh yeah.
upper,
Well, what do you mean? I didn't know if you
and I have
did.
a
You
mic
stop him on the?
stand.
Did you
Well, I
stop
just
him on
picked
the
up the
stairs?
mic stand like I was going to bash him with it, and
Oh
he kind of
really?
came to his senses. And everybody's like, "What would you have done if you came on the stage?" I said, "Bashed him with the mic stand." What do you mean? What I have done? What do you think I picked up the mic stand for? To play air guitar?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot!
I mean, it's a perfect little weapon, especially the bottom of that thing. They're usually
Yeah,
heavy,
you
right?
got the mic stand. You got the mic. You can throw
Mm-hmm.
that shit around like a little whip until it pops off.
Yeah,
You know,
even
you got the chair,
you
and then
got the
you also
cord.
got
The cord, if it's corded,
yeah, you
no.
got the cord if it's corded, and then you also got the upper advantage, man. You can just stomp them down as he's climbing up on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a little message to all my comedians out there on how to protect yourself. Don't let them get on the fucking stage. You know what I'm saying? The minute they get on the stage, then it's like, you know, I don't know about you, but for me, the stage adds like 3 feet, 3 to 5 feet
Of height.
of height. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like 9 foot tall on one of those things. Be perfect.
You know. So I learned something new the other day, man.
Uh-oh.
This
Tell
is
me, educate
interesting.
me.
Do you know when you're going onto a site and it says, "Are you a robot?"
Mm-hmm.
They ask the question, "Are you a robot?" When you say no or you do the pictures, what you're allowing them to do is go into your whatever you're on that you're going in there, if it's your computer or your phone, check your whole browsing history, go into all your pictures, all your phone calls, everything that you have saved on your computer or your phone. You're giving them the okay. When they ask you if you're a robot and you say you're not, you're giving them the okay to go through all your shit. And their excuse is that's how they're able to tell you're not a robot
Mm-hmm.
because they go through all your shit. They look at all your pictures. They look at the phone calls and all the shit you watched and your whole browsing history. And they go, all right, this is not a robot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't know that. I actually always wondered why that was there.
Well,
So that's what it
so
is, people. In case you're ever wondering why they do that, are you a robot? That's what it is. You're allowing them to go into your whole thing, and
I thought it was them trying to like process like data or something like that.
nah,
No.
nah, that's what it is. I watched this whole thing on it the other day, and they were just dropping. That's what it is. There's so many things going on. It's so fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's just so retarded. Even these elections, it's kind of it's a little disheartening. You know, like the fact that I mean, I get it. He was up against Oz. You know what I'm saying? Like he was up against Oz. Give me a fucking break. The dude moved out there just to run. He ain't even from out there. He don't even live out there. He probably moved out already. He probably moved out already.
I'm trying to find this little thing here. Okay, so I found an article about this thing that you're talking about. I want to go into this. Uh, the recaptcha. We've all this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, for many years, the Google run internet bot detector has determined whether a user is a bot or not. But last fall, Google launched a new version, and the goal is eliminating the annoying user experience entirely. Um, hmm. Yeah, this isn't really saying what it is though.
No, that's not telling you nothing, dude.
Yeah.
That's not telling you nothing. But the information's out there, believe me. I know I'm not the only one that was able to get it. Um, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I feel kind of I don't know, melancholy today.
Oh, gee.
Is that the word?
Oh,
I feel a little
blue.
melancholy today.
Do you feel blue?
Um, nah, I don't feel blue. I just feel a little like I don't know, like white noise. You
Is
know,
that it is that time of year, man? Is it cold today up there?
it is cold up here today, but not when I'm in my Sherlin. Zipper open. Everybody else is freezing. I'm walking around like
Good thing you had your Himalayan walking shoes.
Even I gotta stop bragging on it. Someone's gonna come and rob me for my jacket.
It is nice, dude. If someone was cold, man, like a bum or something like that, I would take a
Nah,
chance. I would take a chance for that jacket.
yeah, bum's gonna lose.
Right. Yeah, of course.
I'm worried about more like the gangsters out here,
See,
but a
yeah,
bum's gonna lose.
I would never think to target somebody, no matter the stature. If they got a fitted hat on, I'm not really trying to fuck with that person. I feel
I
like
look at the
that's
ears.
the ears. You see if
Yeah,
they got like the cauliflower or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
son.
bro.
I see anything that even looks like a cauliflower on that ear, boy. I ain't fucking with you. Straight up. Nowadays, man, everybody know that shit, yo. You don't even know who has it. Some nerdy motherfucking skinny twig choke you the fuck out, make you look like an idiot. And then you're like on World Star.
Yeah, just getting your ass fucking
It's
pounded.
the worst. It's the fucking worst. All this, I don't know. You have these moments where you look at like where things came from, where things are going, you know. And sometimes I just look at that shit and I'm just like, I don't see it. It's weird. I remember I always used to see things getting better. That's how I always used to see things. I'm like, God, things are gonna get better. That's the way it works. It goes up and down. Things get bad, things get better, things get bad. I don't know. I feel like lately it's just been whatever,
Are you
you
talking?
know.
Are you talking about personally or like what's going on in the
No,
world?
personally, I'm fucking always good.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so
Even when I'm bad,
you're
I'm
talking about
good.
worldly things, right?
I'm talking about the world just in general. Yeah, just the world in general is like it just seems like but I don't know. Is it? I don't know, man. It's hard to say. You know, you look at the news and you would think there's trans people all over the fucking place. I still haven't really met
You know,
one that
where
wasn't
do
in
you?
my family.
Yeah, where?
Um,
It's rare. You
yeah,
know.
I haven't met one that's in my family.
Yeah.
You talk about division. I don't even walk people anymore.
You don't walk people.
In the heart of COVID,
Hmm.
I would walk 5 to 6 people a night.
Oh, you're talking about the show. You would walk
Yeah.
people at the
So when
show.
you talk about like this great divide between people, there might be in a sense of ideas in a sense, but I still feel like people in general still get along with people. You know what I'm saying? Like I always got to look around me and see what's going on, how much has really changed around me. They have us looking at all these things when the only thing really changing around me is the cost of living.
Bad, bro.
That's the only thing that's really changing
Bad in the
around me.
worst way, man.
I just got into it again, used my credit card for a $20 purchase. They charged me $1.40. I'm like, what's the $1.40 for?
Really?
Oh, well, they charge you tax. I'm like, there's tax and everything I just paid for.
Huh.
So what the fuck, like, and that's the shit that I see. Like when I sit there and I look around me, I get along with everybody out here. Most people get along with each other. The people who have beef, there's reasons behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's like all those things that they show us on the media that supposedly is going on all over the place. I mean, I guess it is. I guess it's going on, but I don't see it. Which is the reason why I never got caught up in the whole COVID thing
Right.
because I just looked around and said, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see what it is they're selling. I don't see people dropping on the street. I don't see, none of my peoples are calling. Oh, I lost like, I don't think I lost one friend or relative through that whole shit. You know,
Dude,
to be honest, like I just didn't see it. Everything they were saying, I was like, I should be losing some people. There should be some people that I know
I knew a
personally.
couple. I had some relatives, but nobody I was close to.
I
You know.
just Yeah, and like the people that I heard about is so and so's such and such's cousin, such and such's cousin's neighbor, and it's like I don't know these people. I don't know how they were living. I don't know if they were sick when they went in. The fact that they, like, I just didn't buy it. I didn't see it. And
Mm-hmm.
all this other shit, like even with New York has always been, I mean, I grew up in New York. It's always been dangerous. New York is a city. It's a city. Cities are
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah. Every
I'm
city's
sure there were
dangerous.
times that it was more dangerous than less dangerous. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that Giuliani cleaned it up a lot. He definitely cleaned it up, and if it looks clean, what people don't realize is clean alone brings down a lot of violence. Being in a clean area brings down a lot of violence. That's why
Mm-hmm.
when I lived in the hood, I used to always tell my people, just because we live in the hood, listen, we could either live in the hood and make it look like the hood, but nobody's coming here to fuck this neighborhood up. We're the
Right.
ones fucking up the neighborhood.
Right.
It's up to us if we want to break bottles in the park so that when
Right.
the kids come tomorrow, there's broken bottles all over the park. It's up to
Right.
us. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
if we take advantage of all this shit these motherfuckers are giving us. I mean, I was paying top price. I was paying. There was a time I was paying $100, and there was a time I was paying the top was like $800
A
for a
month
2-bedroom huge apartment
in Queens.
in Queens. You know what I'm saying? And I was paying for the same apartment like one something at one point because it
Really.
fluctuates with
Right. Right.
whatever money you're making. So in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, I hustled, so we only went off the one income from my ex-wife.
And that's
You
owned by
play
the
the
city,
game.
right?
Yeah, it's all, whatever, Section 8 or whatever you want to call it. But
Right.
the truth is my neighborhood wasn't really that bad. The ones who made it bad was me.
Right.
And but like I always used to tell people, man, listen, nobody's coming from the outside and peeing in our hallways. No one's peeing in our, we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's peeing in the hallways and in the elevator, we know who that is. We know who it is. It's somebody out here.
Right.
So let's keep the
Somebody.
place fucking clean. Clean places, man.
I.
They tend to like they
It's a.
tend to bring you up instead of bring you down. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say you should always make your bed in the morning. First thing you do,
Yep.
make your bed in the morning. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is you started your day off already accomplishing something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because people always hear, I don't get it. Well, let me tell you why. One, you wake up, you do your bed. You already accomplished something today. You just woke up and you accomplished something. You
Mm-hmm.
made
Yep.
your bed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and then as you go through your day, your days are ups and downs and ups and downs. Isn't it better to come back to a room that's clean at the end of the day, to come back to a house that's clean? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it doesn't look lived in right now. I got, jackets and shit draped over
Yeah.
my shit.
Lived
But
in's fine, bro. It's clean. It's
but
got to
it's
be clean.
clean like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my house stay clean like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just that alone, just having the area around you. Even when I lived in basement apartments, man, I lived in some real grimy shits, but people loved coming to my houses because they were always comfortable, always
You're a good
clean,
host
always
too.
comfortable.
You're a very good
You
host.
know. Well, I smoke a lot of weed and I share.
Nah, man, you cook. You
Um,
know you offer some sort of
but I mean,
beverage.
for me, it's
And
like I
great
don't.
conversation. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, for me, if you're a person that's welcome to my home, the first day you're a guest. After that, it's like, just coming to hang out and you kind of catch me in whatever mood I'm in. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like if you catch me and I was about to make some food, then we're all eating. But it's not like I go out of my way like, oh, I have guests, so I have to, my
Prepare
good
something.
conversation is what I hope they're here for, because that I'll give at any moment. I mean, there's times I don't have it. If I don't have anything, then what can I give you?
You can listen. You're a great listener, Gary.
I'm not.
You're actually not. No, you're not.
I'm a terrible listener. I got to learn to listen better. I
Our
mean, I
first
can be.
episode was people don't listen. It should have been we don't listen.
Yeah. No, I'm not a great listener, but I can be. The thing is that you have to give me something to want to listen to. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like when you get my attention in the beginning, but if you start dragging off and going into all these things that have nothing to do with the conversation, I'm real quick to just kind of like.
I can tell immediately with you too. All of a sudden, you can. It's not that I can't. It's not that I hear it in your voice. I sense it, and you're off. Like right now.
Everybody can tell. Everybody can tell. Everybody's like, you're not listening to me. And I'll be like, I'm listening to you. And they're like, no, you're not. And they're right. I'm not.
You say it to me all the time, and I say I'm not, and then or I am listening, and then I'm not. I'm
No,
not
you
listening.
never.
I'm
I know
listening.
you never listen to me because you're like this.
It's because I was looking at I look at stuff, and I get caught up, and I listen at the beginning, and then all of a sudden it just melts away.
I take back all the good things I said about you the other day.
That's fine.
You know, I take them back.
I didn't find them that flattering anyway. You know.
They probably weren't. I don't even remember what they were. Um, what was I going to say now? There was something I did want to say. Oh, I started watching the Jeffrey Dahmers,
Ooh, the
the
series, the
the
drama series.
series.
Okay, thoughts.
I started watching it, and I want to say something right at the bat. The reason why I held off on watching it because I've watched everything on pretty much all these serial killers. I love those serial killer things.
Mm.
One of the main reasons like I didn't get right into watching it was I felt like they were gonna try to make him the victim and try to get us to like sympathize with Jeffrey Dahmer. And I was right. That's so far what I see. I see them constantly flashing back to, oh, what a hard life he had. His mother and father argued. And I'm like, none of them were on crack. The mother wasn't hoeing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
What did you see the father and son do together?
when they were doing the cutting up the
Yeah, the
bodies of the things,
roadkill, bro. I'm like,
roadkill. But you know what? But you
what?
know what? In those towns, man, roadkill is not odd to find a taxidermist. That's what they're called, yo. Taxidermies, right?
I mean, yeah,
So
yeah, but his dad was showed to him from like the scientific perspective.
yeah, I mean, well, listen, a scientist is, I mean, I thought the same thing. Like, I wouldn't have been fascinated by that. But the fact is, he saw that his son was and that he wasn't grossed out by it. And he was a scientist. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was trying
Yeah, I
to,
guess no. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're
you know
right.
what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
father
yeah,
was
you're
a
right.
scientist. So it's like he sees his son interested in this stuff. And don't get me wrong. So that, like, think about it. Kids who are into that stuff, doctors and scientists and the person who does autopsies, there has to be a time that they were kind of into like that whole thing. They were like into it at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking creeps, bro.
I mean, but at some point, like you have to be into like organs and like there's people that when they watch I
Oh,
can't watch those like
hospital
um
stuff. Yeah, like the
first of all, I don't
surgeries and
like
stuff.
hospital shows. I definitely
Right.
can't watch hospital fucking procedures like when they show
Ugh.
the stomach open and they're showing like a transplant or whatever. I can't even watch boob transplants the way they poke that shit in
Yeah,
there.
what about like just blood? Are you squeamish if you see blood like on
I
a
don't
video?
like, I don't, Now blood on TV doesn't really fuck with me too much. Blood when it's not mine,
Little, little,
I don't like, I can't really look at it,
little skeevy.
but it's different like if it's mine or it's different like if I'm involved. Like if you got a crazy cut and I have to fucking wrap that shit up real quick,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click into like pretending, not even pretending. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas if somebody else is working on you, I'm gonna be like,
As
you know
soon
what
as
I'm
as soon
saying?
as the EMTs get there, you're about to hurl, right? Yeah, that's how I'd be too,
I
bro.
can't, and I'm no good at
Yeah.
talking. Like I don't want to talk about veins. Don't bring up veins or any of that shit. I get, even now,
Or
it's,
shooting up in this vein right here on my neck.
come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit like that. I can't watch needles. I can't look at needles
Yeah,
and
I don't
shit
really
like
like that
that.
shit. I don't like that. I
You
don't like
know,
that at all.
yeah, I can't do none of that shit. But so either way, man. So he was in, all right, so fine. He was a little weird. The kid's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for him. You know, the fact of the matter is, a lot of people have fucked up lives when they start out, man. A lot of people. You're not the first one, dog, and you're not allowed to do that shit. You're not allowed to eat people, man. You
And
know what I'm saying?
You know Dahmer's story with his like neighbor, right? Or no?
What the black lady that lived next door?
Yeah. Do you know that whole deal with her?
Nah, what's the deal with her?
Or just like with her with the police, like how the
Oh,
Milwaukee
that she
police.
had kept calling and
Yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
weren't
yeah. Yep,
listening and
yep,
shit
yep,
like
yep,
that.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yeah. Dude, that was just like, dude. I
I'm
mean,
up to like the
obviously.
third episode.
Oh, you are okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously it's so believable that the cops did that, but it's like so fucking crazy.
But you want to know what I found fucking
What?
this, the way my mind thinks, right?
Oh boy.
So I put
Oh boy.
myself in a situation. I'm able to do that. I'm able to sit there and go, let's say I was a gay dude and I got picked up by this dude. Now, first of all, not my type, but it's the 70s, I guess, right? 80s. That was like the look back then. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he gets me back to his house, right? Now, the minute this motherfucker opens the door, first of all, you smell it in the hallway.
Yeah. No,
I
no,
know
bro.
because
Before you even go into the building, dude.
nah, I don't know about that. But when my next door neighbor was there for a minute and stunk up the house. You know what I'm saying? Stunk up the building. But it was the floor mostly.
Right.
The doors kind of keep it confined. So you get to that floor and you're smelling it, okay? And you're like, damn, this fucking building is stinking. Then he opens the door and you get hit with it. Boom. This is the spot where this smell is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You going in there?
Nah, bro.
Why not?
The smell, dude, alone. Just the smell.
Just the smell alone, right?
Smell
But here's
alone.
the thing. See, here's my thinking. As a gay man, if I'm a gay man, all right, and I'm about to go get busy with this dude, he opens that door, it smells like that. I'm thinking, if this dude's house smells like this, his dick and his ass got to be filthy. Imagine what his balls smell like if his
Stinky, bro.
house smells
Yeah,
like
stinky.
this.
Stinky. And
He's not a clean person.
he looked crunchy. Yeah, he
And I
looked
think
crunchy.
AIDS was around during this time, right? The AIDS was around during this time, if I'm correct.
What year did it get invented? What year was that? Did
What
they?
year was it? The 80s.
That's when they
It got
invented it.
invented in the 80s, yeah. I don't remember its release date. Look it up. Just put what was the first case of AIDS. It'll pop right up, date and everything. We'll find out its release date.
Hold on. Oh, dude, it has it there. AIDS release date.
That's what it says. Did it
Oh,
really
it's for the term AIDS. 1982. CDC used it for the first time.
release date? That's great.
Yeah, pre
Yeah,
1980s.
yeah. So like the late 70s and the 80s
Yeah,
is when
effectively.
it really became popular.
Hmm.
Before the 80s, it was just bass, and then it was crack, and everyone was doing it. Um,
Hmm.
Yes, I think that was around the time, right? Jeffrey Dahmer's, what was his time? Was Jeffrey's timeline? I'm just saying, I wouldn't have went into that house. I'd have been like, this dude's not only creepy, which he was. You know what I'm saying? He's also fucking filthy.
Hmm.
And they're saying that the house was pretty neat or whatever. I don't care. The smell of that house, come on, man. That ain't a regular smell, yo. Like it smells like it's hard to explain that smell, man. But you know it when you smell it, man. It smells
I
like almost burnt, kind of.
It's flesh, bro. It's flesh. It's rotting flesh. Like it's like smelling a dead animal, but you know it's a person.
I mean, when I first came out to the hallway that day, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck's that smell?" And I was like, somebody must have fucking burnt something. because I'm not thinking anything. So that's my
Right.
first thought. But then I came back up, and the second time that shit hit me, and I was running into my house, I was like, oh, I think I know what that is. And I didn't say nothing.
You
I
didn't
didn't
call
say
your
nothing, man.
landlord,
I don't
nothing?
I don't say nothing, man. They knocked on my door the next like morning at like I don't even know 6 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Have you been smelling anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, you ain't
Fuck.
gotta tell me what it is. I know what it is. Which neighbor?" That
Yeah.
was my only question. Which neighbor?
Yeah.
Gay dude that lived next door to me, nice guy.
Really? How old was he?
Somebody told me it was AIDS.
Really?
I'm not sure. I can't verify that, but that's what I was told. You know,
You ever go in his apartment?
no, never went to his apartment.
No.
And the ones that got evicted, they had like went in there and I saw them take a bunch of garbage shit out, like garbage bags of shit, right? Not them, the building
Right.
went in because they changed the locks. And I'm the only one on my floor now, yo. I
Really?
own this floor, son.
That's
Well, yeah,
sick.
the one dude died. No one's taken the apartment since. And now these people got kicked out.
What's
So
the
I
rent
come
at
up the
those
other,
those places?
what happened?
What's the rent at those apartments?
Well, mine is 1,200, 2 bedroom.
Fucking great deal, bro. You
Yeah.
interested in
And I
coming to
got a
me?
great view. I'm chilling,
Yeah.
you know. But here's the thing: I got off the elevator the other day, and curiosity, because I noticed they drilled out one of the locks, so there's a hole there. So
Uh,
I looked in because I wanted to see, like, what the layout was of the apartment and shit. Yo, they still got mad shit in there, and I mean, it was just a mess. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think the building went in there and made a mess.
no, no, no. Of course
You
not.
understand what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah, of course
building went
not.
in and cleaned out probably from the hallway to the living room and maybe a little bit of the kitchen because it looked like it was a long hallway. It's not set up the same as mine.
Right. Gotcha.
You know
Gotcha.
what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Mine
Yeah.
is fucking open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like
Except
your
for this
apartment,
right
dude.
here. I wish this mirror wasn't here. I'd rather have an open kitchen, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It is what it
You know,
is. It's
I wish
probably
it
a.
would. I could actually do that myself. I can get rid of the wall and just make like a little bar that you can look over.
You think they would notice? Well, isn't the sink
I
right
don't think
there
they
or
would
no?
care.
The sink's not there.
No, the sink's on the other side of the wall. My
What's on
oven's
that?
there. Oven.
Oh, your oven. I mean, there might be lines running up.
No,
You don't think
no,
so? Like electric
this is just a
partition?
partition. Yeah, it doesn't need to be there. I don't think they'd care. I already told them I got something leaking over here in the corner. I'm trying to find someplace else. I'm just not in no rush. I'm just relaxing. You know,
Yeah.
when the right place comes,
And the right time comes.
I'll meet it, and then I'll
Yeah.
be there for ready to go. You know. Other than that, man, like the shows this week in New York were great. Um, I had a really good set on Monday at the 10 o'clock show. I didn't even know I was on the 10 o'clock show. I was just there hanging out in the front. I went and got pizza, came back. I'm sitting there smoking. And the host comes up to me, goes, "All right, you're next." He goes, "You got like 5 minutes." I said, "Next for what?" He said, "You're up next." And I said, "I'm on this show." I didn't even know. I stopped looking.
You just go down every night?
Well, I'm on the midnight. I host the midnight.
Right.
I'm the not on host, but I'm the producer of the midnight show. So I'm there. What else am I gonna do? You know,
Oh,
all
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
peoples is old now, man. They got kids and shit. So no one's like hanging out past 8 o'clock anymore, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Midnight's late, dude, to be hanging out, especially on a Monday. You know?
I mean, it's funny because like I kind of like I don't even know. Like I hang out and don't hang out all at the same time. Like it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like Fridays, I go home after the show.
Okay.
Saturdays, I go home after the show. I don't care.
Hmm.
But then it could be a Tuesday night and I'm out till 5 in the morning.
Right.
Wednesday night, I'm out till fucking 6 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't matter. The
Right.
days just don't seem to matter as much, man. You know,
It's
and
kind of
that's
cool.
really what it
Yeah,
is.
I like it better that way, man. Every day is just another day, you know? Wake up and do what I got to do that day, you know? See, there
Yeah,
you go.
man.
Not listening.
No, I hear you, dude. I definitely hear you.
You hear me, but you're not listening.
No, I was
You're not
listening.
listening. Listening.
I've been talking a lot about the man hating that's been going on in the world lately.
Oh, really? Are you feeling the pressure?
I don't feel pressure at all because I'm a man and my life is nothing but pressure. All men, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but there's moments where I do feel like I just need to speak on things, like So you know me.
Hmm.
You give me a cause, I'll take it. If it's a noble cause, and it's a noble cause, man, because I'm tired of people like trying to blame everything on fucking men. Which is the reason why I don't even like to be in relationships because I don't like being the bad guy.
Hmm.
And I'm always the bad guy, always. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, if I'm always the bad guy, then I'd rather just chill. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it seems like now. It seems like I'm in a relationship with the world and I'm the
Mm.
bad guy just because I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm like, chill out, man, relax. Because I'm not gonna conform. You know, I can't help it, man. I'm not one of these only a quarter of testosterone males that are out here now that they're so easy to
Dude,
manipulate
it's the
and
food, and I mean, think about even just generationally, like
it's a generational thing.
the world's a softer place too. I mean, life is much easier than it was even when you were a kid. I mean, you walked everywhere, I'm sure, right? Especially in the city.
Yeah, I
You
mean, I
took the
still
bus.
walk now. I try to
Right.
walk now, even though I have the car. I still try to walk more than anything.
But even dude, like people who like I know in the suburbs whose kids had the bus in the neighborhood, but their parents would just drive them to school. So just put them on the bus. It's like
I
that.
never took a bus.
It's like that kind of thing that you know.
When I was in from first to eighth grade, I had to walk 1, 2. I only had to walk like 3 blocks to go to school. But when I went to high school, I used to have to walk. Let me see, I can probably do it, man. 1, 2, 3. I used to have to walk about 10 blocks to get to the train and then take the train to school. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
walked everywhere. And I mean, even just to go shopping, that was like a good couple of miles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We walked everywhere
Yeah.
or bike.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like a couple of people came by on bikes and none of them were pedaling. They were just on those little bikes. I'm like, you took all the fun out of riding a fucking bike.
Yeah.
The fun is fucking pedaling. That's part of the fun.
That's the whole thing.
To see how fast you can actually go. And if you
Right.
go that fast, that's you who did that.
Right. And then going off like little jumps or,
I'm
whatever,
just
picking up
saying, like,
speed and
it's
maintaining
it's a
speed.
workout at the same time. You just made biking lazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like ridiculous, man. We used to walk, we used to fucking ride bikes, skateboards. You know what I'm saying? I was never too much into that fucking whatchamacallit thing because I thought that shit was front heavy. You hit a rock, you're gonna fucking kill yourself.
What are you
What are
talking
those
about?
the fucking what are those things? Those fucking
The front
with
heavy?
yeah, what are those the fucking
Was it a bike?
nah man, the 2 wheels, long platform, and it has the handle on the top. The
A
scooters.
scooter. Yeah, a scooter.
I don't know. I never been a scooter dude. Don't like
Yeah, they're hugely popular in all the cities that I've been in the past couple years. At least down here in Atlanta and Florida, they have them all over the place, and you rent them and you can just ride them around the city. Yeah.
I'm so mad when I go to New York. I don't even, like I walk around and it's nothing but bike parking, taking up whole blocks. I'm like, when was there enough parking spaces for them to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, when was it that New York got mad parking spaces? So you know what? Let's fill them up with some bikes, taking up the whole fucking block,
Really?
all
Just
over the
blocks?
place,
Yeah.
all over the place.
Hmm.
I'm just like, this is insanity. How anybody thinks this is good or better than
I mean,
things.
on the
It's
they think if they do that, people will drive less, and the pollution will go down. That's the thought process, bro.
cut it with the fucking pollution, man. Please. If you want to stop pollution, stop talking so much shit and emitting all that gas into the air. It's no good.
All
All
that
right.
methane.
All that methane that's coming out of your fucking mouth. Just stop talking so much shit, man. Stop thinking so highly of yourself that you think you can fucking affect the earth. Good. You think you can affect the earth? Go out there and punch the ground. Keep doing it. So you got nubs. So all you got is nubs. And then see if you could even make the earth go, ouch. You fucking dummies.
What do you think flat earthers have to think about climate change?
Well, first of all, I'd like to make one thing clear. Climate changes. Everybody right now is mad because we had a couple of days that were hot, because normally it's like nice and then Halloween hits and Halloween night's usually shitty. And
Cold.
everyone it's usually cold. And
Got
then
a
it's cold
jacket.
from that point on.
Mm-hmm.
But Halloween was nice this year. And we had a couple of like 78-degree days.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold now, but we had a couple of 78. Everyone's bitching. And of course, the Dems are jumping on it. Oh, climate change. Why don't you just enjoy those couple of nice days that aren't normal? Enjoy them. That happens every now and then. You get some days that aren't normal and it's nice, and you go out there and enjoy that odd day that happens to be nice. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens is it kicks in, fall kicks in, and usually doesn't even go, it goes right to fucking winter, and then it's cold and everyone's bitching and complaining. Well, no matter what, you're never happy. You're bitching and complaining all the fucking time because when it's nice, you're like, it's not supposed to be this nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's fucking cold, you're like, I wish it was nice. Shut the fuck up.
That's why I liked Florida, bro. It was warm all the time. They're about to get a hurricane, though.
Well, that's what happens. You live in those places, man.
Yeah. Yep. It happens.
My mom's all the time. There's a hurricane coming to Florida. I go, you do know they have a season, right? Like, this is not new. They have a hurricane season. There's a season that's mapped out just for them. They have parades.
They give gifts.
I mean, that comes with living in those spots, man. I'd rather live just where it's like, there's some areas where it gets cold, but it doesn't get too cold. And then like if it's really cold, that's odd.
Like North Carolina, like it never really snows there, but
yeah, and do they get a lot of hurricanes? They probably get a lot more tornadoes, right?
Nah, not really tornadoes, but hurricanes, yeah, on the coast. But I mean, if you go inland a little bit, like, nah, you're kind of just in like, little mountains.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll actually be out in the North Carolina, Thanksgiving.
Pew pew.
Pick up to my brother Ant, over at can't remember. I always keep forgetting the name of the fucking place, man.
You never know the name of any place ever.
Nah, I never know where
Never.
I am, man.
No, you do, bro. You do. You know where you are, and you know where you have to be, but you don't know where that is.
Yeah, it's something like what you just said. No, it's in Church Street Tap and Deli is the name of the place, man. Church Street in Tarboro, North
Tarboro.
Carolina.
Yeah, Tarboro.
Yeah,
Church
I'll be
Street.
there on and apparently tickets are selling very well. So there's still some left if you want to check it out. We're doing 2 shows on the 23rd, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So
they got a lot of good reviews.
oh yeah, it's a dope little spot. Church Street Tap and Deli. It's like and it's great. It's like you got to walk downstairs, so it's like almost like walking into the subway. Which he liked about that because he's from New York. So it's cool. like you're walking down into a subway, but one side is the deli, and then in that deli there's a hallway that brings you into the bar. So it's pretty dope. Yeah. Used to be Humble Knuckle.
Humble Knuckle?
Humble Knuckle was the name of it when his sister owned it. And then he took over the spot, changed the name.
Got you. Here you go.
There you go, man. Comedy Life Without Parole. A night of comedy with Ray Vasquez, Gary G. Garcia, and Zach Pickett. I got some things coming up, man. And I got a show coming up with Tata. I'm excited about that.
Oh, nice.
That's in December 2nd.
This food looks good, dude.
And what are we looking at?
Oh, the food? Here, you want me to show it to you? Here you go. Yeah, the food.
What are we looking?
Looks really good. Little chicken and waffles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the Church Street Tarboro. Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to go check out my brother if you're out there, man. And it's a great place, man. And he's the coolest dude, man. You know, one of the coolest people.
So what's up with your Tata show? Where's that at?
December 2nd.
Hmm.
I posted that on my page as well. Um, the Tata Sharice. I'm looking
I'll
forward
pull it.
to
I'll,
that.
I'll pull it up. Philadelphia comedian, right? Philadelphia based. Or is she in New York?
It's in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, nice, bro. Have you ever been to Camden before?
I'm sure I have.
Con cuidado.
What's that mean?
Be careful, bro.
Oh, you mean cuidado?
Yeah, con cuidado, like with with caution. Just watch out for
You just
yourself.
sounded weird. It sounds like when my mother says panera bread. She goes,
Panera.
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 I said, panera. She goes, yeah, panera. And I go, where's that? She goes, you don't know what panera is? And I go, no, I don't, because it sounds like she sounds like she's telling me a Spanish restaurant.
Right, right, right,
And
right,
she's
right.
like, it's over there by the three guys. And I go, you mean five guys? She's like, yeah. And I go, do you mean Panera?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said, that's not what you said. She goes, yes, I did. Panera. I said, now that I know what you're saying, it kind of sounds a little bit like that. But when I had no clue, when she was like, Panera?
Right, right, right,
Panera.
right,
I'm
right,
like, what the fuck is Panera? You know the place. I'm like, no, that's why I'm
Panera.
asking.
Panera.
And the funny thing is, she's telling me, you know where it is? I'm like, no, I don't. That's why I'm asking you, where is the place? Got it. You know what Panera is? I said, no, I don't. What is that? I'm thinking it's like a Gucci Frito place or some shit, man.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I was trying to find the. I don't think you posted it on here. Your Tata show.
I didn't post it.
Yeah,
Of course I
no.
did,
On
man.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Can of comedy. Can of comedy. Comedy Express. Can of comedy. Not quite Tuesday. Maybe you posted it a while
Oh no, I
ago.
did it in my stories. Well, I just sent it to you.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Just so
Gotcha.
I gotta do a drop for this anyway. So bring that bad boy up. Yeah, man. So I got some things coming off, man. Yeah, there you go, man. Friday, December 2nd. I'm gonna be at Legacy Hall with my girl Tata Sharice, Will Wright, and Chanel Renee, and headliner Paris Sachet. I hope I said that right. Sachet, right? That's how you would say
Sachet.
that. Yeah, man.
Sachet.
Come check me out. 1801 Maiden Avenue, Camden, New Jersey. It's gonna be dope, man. Tickets are $25. That's a fucking good price for these comics because they're all fire. And I'm gonna be a part of that. Come check me out. It's gonna be dope.
$25 is a great price for just you and Tata, bro. I don't know those other comedians, but if they're
Oh no, she always
anything good,
got
then you guys are great.
she's always
It's
got a
gonna be a
dope lineup.
banger show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure she.
She's always got dope lineup. If you don't know Tata Sharice, then you're not really into comedy because she's a beast coming out of Philly.
Um, Philly. Yeah, you got to, dude. When you're in Camden, you got to go to Donkey's Cheesesteaks. It's one of my favorite cheesesteak places in Camden, New Jersey. No,
Yeah, sure.
not into it.
No, I mean,
You don't like cheesesteaks?
I don't think I'm gonna be visiting Camden too much.
Well, you don't have to visit, bro.
I
But
think
just
I'm
get
gonna
some.
go in there and it's gonna be like I get there and I go into the club and I gotta go up soon.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
not looking to hang out in Camden.
I'm looking at the part it is. I mean, it's in Camden, but it's barely in Camden, dude.
Yeah.
It's barely in Camden.
Nah, she actually has always good spots, man. The last time I did a show and I looked at the lineup, it was like a crazy lineup. And I get
Mhm.
there and it looked like a white neighborhood. I'm like, what the fuck this? Then I go inside and it's all, hood. And I'm like, so when I got up there, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. When I first pulled up, I was like, this is not what I was expecting. But then I came into place and I was like, oh, this is exactly what I was expecting. you know,
Yeah.
it's funny, man. I remember I did the show in where were we in Maryland? Me,
Hmm.
Zach, and Mike. It was me, Zach, and Mike, a private show for my man DJ Franchise. Big up to you. And when we went out there, man, there were no Puerto Ricans, but there were blacks and whites. And I noticed that his whole side, right? It was all like these older white dudes, and all their daughters were with black dudes,
Oh.
and they all had kids. So when I
Mm.
get up to do my set, I said, I was gonna mention how there's no Puerto Ricans out here, but then I realized you guys are just making your own. There's a bunch of
That's
Puerto Rican little babies running around, dude.
that's hysterical.
It was fucking funny as fuck
Uh, Where was that at?
in Maryland.
Yeah,
I think it was Maryland.
Baltimore area,
It was either Maryland or
Ohio.
nah, not it was definitely not Ohio. It was like PA maybe
Hmm.
somewhere deep in PA or Maryland. One of those spots. I'm not even sure anymore. It's hard to know, dude. I don't know. Like I don't know. I know I just hit 10,000 miles.
On the new whip already, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, what is that? 3 months?
2 months. I got it in. Well, where are we now?
We're in November.
All right. So August. I got it at the end, like somewhere in the middle of August, September, October, November. 3 months. Yeah.
3 months. Wow, bro.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a lot of miles. Have you thought about getting a Tesla?
No, I haven't thought about that at all. And I have noticed that all the car commercials, all electric cars,
Yeah, I mean
all of them, all of them,
it's
all of them, every single
eventually.
one.
I
By
mean,
36, they said no more gas. So,
yeah, I believe that. I mean, maybe a little longer if the government says 36. Uh,
well, they're not going to be selling. I mean, they're already starting, dude. You're not going to be able to find gas cars. I might be keeping this one.
right.
And I just found out if you hit 1 million, you get a free car. Did you know that?
What's that? With a
If you
Honda?
hit 1 million miles,
On a
they give
Honda?
you a free car.
Really?
Not just on a Honda. I think it's with any car. I think if you hit 1 million miles, I think you get a free car. Because the person who told me that had nothing to do with Honda. And then I went to Honda and I said, "Is it true if you hit 1 million?" They were like, "Yeah." Even though I think you're going to spend more money on the miles than you are with the free car. But
Yeah, drive 1 million miles and get a new car. I see two articles about this.
see, people, you heard it here first. See that?
Just drive 1 million miles in your old car. At least that's what Joe Licicero, good Italian guy I see there, and was awarded a brand new Honda Accord for his efforts. Damage claims inspector put lots of claims, looking for someone reliable, flashy to drive, blah, blah, blah.
Go 1 million miles, get a free car, people.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, I travel a lot, man. I think I could hit that in like, I don't know, 10, 15 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I
This
think I'll get
guy
a new
drove
car before that.
55,000 miles a year. He had a territory of all of Maine and northern New Hampshire. He's a sales guy.
So how many years did that take him? That's 100,000 every 2 years.
18 years.
So less than 20 years he
Oh, no,
did
no,
it.
hold on, hold on. Yeah. Yep, 20 years.
20 years.
It's impressive.
That's what I think I would do because that's about what I do on my cars.
55 a year.
Nah, I do less than that now that I think about it.
30.
15,
15. Yeah, bro.
20.
33 is a lot, dude.
Yeah, that's
You
a
have to be
lot.
driving all day, bro, to put 33,000 on a car.
In a year? Yeah. I put 15, 16.
My dad used to put a lot of miles on his work cars
And
in
mind you, I don't
Jersey.
drive around like Atlantic City.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Yeah,
really
it's really
drive
just
around.
going off the island, right?
It's just going wherever I gotta go. Yeah. Or
It's funny.
highway.
It's funny, man. Sometimes living on that island, you don't realize how long, and sometimes you leave the island, and you're like, shit, I feel like I haven't been off this bitch in a long time.
I didn't even realize it was an island. And I'm right on the beach.
You didn't know? Yeah, you did. Come on, bro. You knew it was an island.
No, I did.
No? Oh my god. He doesn't know where he is, people.
I forget that you get on that bridge.
Yeah, and go over water. There's water on
I,
both sides, all sides.
I really don't notice that, man. I
Well,
never really noticed that.
if you go north all the way to the end of Atlantic City, you see that there's water all the way around it.
Yeah, no, I know. I get it. I get it now. Now I'm sitting here going, yeah, I know. I'm not stupid. I'm just a little ignorant. And you know
Yeah.
what? My ignorance is what makes me adorable.
If you like that mug, you can get it now at enditwasgood.net/shop. Only $15 a piece.
Yeah, boy.
Your rated G quote mug. It's our favorite Gary G. Garcia quote. Whether you're
It's our
drinking your
only.
morning, Whether you're drinking your morning espresso or having a fancy 40 ounce or something in between, this mug is perfect for listening to Rated G. It's sturdy, glossy, and with a vivid print that'll withstand the microwave and the dishwasher. And I actually have to say, it does withstand the dishwasher. My mug is about a year old, maybe 6 months old, and I put it in the dishwasher every day.
I gotta say, it doesn't stain. I left high C in that shit overnight, and I
On
was
the
like,
inside,
it's gonna stay fucking red, and it didn't. It came out. I was so happy. Doesn't take a lot to make me happy, man.
mhm.
I'm a real easygoing dude. People don't realize that about me, but you hear it here now. I'm an easygoing dude. I'm very mellowed out. I uh I think I might have I've been microdosing
The edibles or the mushrooms?
mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
Um
Do you have a macro, micro today?
what it is I'm probably always doing a little more
Well, every
than
day
is
you,
required. I'm eyeing it. You know what I'm saying?
and that's
I'm
like
like, that's not really gonna get me fucked up. And I
you
eye
chew it.
it.
Yeah, you chew it up.
Yeah.
That
But it's
sounds like
been
fun.
cool, man. I mean, my mind feels kind of clear.
Hmm.
And by clear, I mean I have no fucking thoughts.
I have to say, the past couple of episodes have been rather tame. We haven't really we've just kind of been hanging out, which I love, you
Yeah,
know,
I love hanging out with you. And that's the thing. I'm trying to stay a little more,
a little more
you know,
hang outy, a little more
a little
chill.
more. I'm trying to experience different things, man. I've been purposely trying to get away from the politics thing. The
Good.
buildup was for the election day and it came and it's just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, all right, nothing much to see here,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll see. We'll
Um
see you in a year and a half.
I mean,
Some
Trump's already going at DeSantis already. He called him and I said it. I said he's gonna come up with some nickname for him, even though
Raucous
I
Ron, wasn't that it? Raucous Ron,
no, he called him Ron DeSanctimonious.
desanctimonious. Yeah.
DeSanctimonious. It's too intelligent for me. He's gonna have to come up with a new one. But everybody's loving Ron. He actually swept. Like he rocked last night, man. He did very well.
Let's see what the result was.
Over
Mm,
50%. I'm correct. I'm mad that I know these things. You know.
yeah, 60%. Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
crushed, dude.
crushed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crushed. Yeah, here, check this shit
Kudos
out.
to you, man.
He crushed, bro. It's like the whole state. This
Yeah.
was this was I know it's not the county I lived in. Wow, I can't believe he went in this county. That was the one I used to live in.
They said they turned it into a red state. It's a red state now. But I mean, you got to also take into account a lot of people moved there
Right, who got sick of the shit, bro. I mean, that's
who
why I
got
went
sick
down
of this
there.
shit. Yeah. So yeah, of course it's gonna show. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, in
Um,
Miami, bro, he won by 11% margin. That's huge. That was his biggest
yeah,
margin. Oh no, he won some counties by 38%.
yeah, man. He rocked. And because he's doing what he's got to do,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not the type of person to tell you how to live, man. I'm the type of person to tell you, don't tell me how to live.
Hmm.
You know, that's kind of what upsets me through the whole thing is just that how did anybody vote for any? Oh, you know who I'm happy is gone? That chick Stacey Abrams, she got knocked out, and
Yeah.
I think she got demolished.
You see this? Every county in the state shifted red.
Yeah, Stacey Abrams got rocked, and I'm glad. I just don't like her. You know, and
Yeah.
when I say I don't like her, I mean every single thing about her. I just don't
Yeah.
like. I have nothing to do with this state, and that's the thing. Most of these places, I don't live there, so I don't really. I would be.
You just don't want to see her.
I would be saying, it'd be a lie if I said I couldn't care less. I could care a lot less. Yeah, like I mean, I don't have a dog in that fight, but I just didn't like her.
I'm your dog. I'm in this fight here.
You were in that fight.
I'm in Georgia.
Oh yeah. Well, good for you. There you go. No more Stacey Abrams. Even though she never conceded the first one. I don't even think she was. But she was so annoying.
Yeah, I'm not a
She was
fan.
so annoying. She's the one who turned around when they asked her about inflation, She turned around and said, yeah, don't have kids. That's why you're worried about that, because you're having children. That's why you need to be able to have abortions. Insane. So I'm not surprised she's gone.
What a
And
crazy
then
response to that
and then there
question.
was some dude who they brought up inflation to him, and he said, when I was young and prices went up, I forgot his name. He goes, but when I was young and prices went up, my family, we had to put money in gas. So that's when we started eating, what's that beef shit in the can?
Spam?
Spaghettios.
Mm.
Because we be eating spaghettios. And that's what people are gonna have to, start doing. And I'm like, that was his answer to he's telling us to eat spaghettios. That's gonna go down in history like the EK shit. Eat spaghettios. Let him eat spaghettios.
Let him eat SpaghettiOs. Yeah, dude. I mean, remember we were talking about those articles about people were talking about eating, bugs and stuff like that.
And I want to say this: we brought up that chick on the last episode who said that no one even knew what inflation meant. No one ever used that word, and we brought that up last week. And this week, as I was watching all my little programs, they started talking about it. And I just want to say something. You heard it here first. All right. We were the first ones to start kicking it about that chick, man. And that bullshit about no one ever used the word inflation until what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What else did you call it when prices went up?
Mm-hmm.
You fucking dummy. But now I noticed everyone's talking about this, showing that clip, but we showed that clip first.
We
Probably
showed
not
the
the
clip.
first ones, but the first ones that I know of out of all the shows I watch. And that's how we judge everything here. All right. It's all about what I definitely took a little too much on that.
Bro, it's fun. I've been having a great time talking to you, man. You
You
know,
know,
I always do.
I gotta give Mark a call, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give him a call. I went to go see him, but I guess he was knocked out. They got him on those painkillers.
Really?
So he probably was knocked out. Yeah.
Everything went well though?
Everything went well, man. We got to get Mo back on the show. He's been sending me a lot of stuff,
Dude,
man.
his page. I love the stuff he's posting, man.
Yeah, he just sent me something just now.
Yeah, he posted like a 40-minute video today.
He sent me just something just now. We gotta get a Mo moment.
Is that what he said?
No, I'm just saying we got to. I'm not gonna post what he sent me. I'm gonna send it to you to put it on. But you know what? Everybody who's dealing with the Kanye and whatchamacallit issue, now that basketball player, what's his name? Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Um, yeah, he sent me something on that. But I ain't gonna lie, that's a topic I don't think I want to touch right now.
Yeah, man. That's
You
I
feel
don't
like
really have.
touching that? I don't feel like touching that
Well, I
topic,
don't really
man.
have a dog in that
I
kind
don't
of
have a
fight,
dog in
so
the
to
fight.
speak. You know,
No, I
I'm.
don't. I love everybody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. So it comes down to yeah, I don't want to get send that. I did want to send something from one of our listeners to you to check out.
You want me to put it up or
Um,
just to watch?
for us to check out and have a reaction to it, I guess. Right? Um, oh no, I don't want to show this. This is crazy. It was some little girl like freaking with some little boy freaking, and all the parents edging them on. That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit is sick, man. This shit is sick. We have people in it. All right, yeah, I'll send you this one. These are the things I get all the time. So here's a little thing for my listeners. Keep sending me stuff. I'll put them up and we'll check them out, man.
All right, you want me to put this one up or no?
Yeah, you can put this one up, man. This is from
We have people in the United States of
Indigo Soul.
America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture, because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. all of the United Nations organizations, the Boy Scouts of America, all of the child services agencies across the United States of America, they did not start out as organizations to prey on children, but they attract pedophiles. And ultimately, pedophiles end up rising in the ranks and controlling those organizations. So that an organization that initially started out in the service of children becomes an organization that is in fact hunting children. And we have people in the United States.
These are the things that I get sent to me all the time. Yeah, I mean, who is that dude? What's his name? Daniel Steele?
Robert David
Robert Steele?
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Let's check out who that dude is. Who is he?
He's dead, bro.
He's dead?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
When did he die? When did he die, yo?
So this was the International Tribunal for Natural Justice. That was the thing that we just saw.
Yeah.
He announced that Robert David Steele, former longtime ITNJ,
2021 he died.
Passed away. Steele, patriot, a well-known former spy. 2021. Didn't say how he died. Has passed away.
They don't say how he died, but he died recently. Probably
after the video got released.
Of course, after that fucking video for sure. Yeah. You know, but that's shit that people have been saying for a long time. And my question is this, man, is that you see all these videos and that dude seems to be a legit dude.
Dude, he was a regular guest on the Alex Jones show. He also claimed that NASA had a colony on Mars populated by human slaves who were kidnapped as children and sent to the planet, dude.
All right. I don't know. We should necessarily be taking what this dude says. I'll just say, well, listen, here's the thing. Would anyone be surprised?
Hold on. On his public intelligence blog, Steele cited the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion, a 19th century Tsarist hoax, at least 42 times to expound on the Zionist conspiracy. He stated in a blog entry that the Jews in financial sectors were a secret society that believes themselves to be exempt from all laws and customs. People also called him an anti-Semite.
That last part out.
Oh, dude,
I feel like that's where the lines gonna get drawn. We don't want to talk about my boys.
He's got some scandalous opinions on the years from 1941 to like 1947.
Are they like getting yay trouble kind of opinions?
Oh, way worse. Way worse, bro. If this dude was still around today, dog, he'd be with Ye and Alex Jones. Like, right? They would have got him. They would have got the David Steele treatment. That's what they would have gotten.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, so I don't know if this dude necessarily is. I mean, listen. What was it? He thought that kids got kidnapped and were living on Mars.
Yeah, and yeah, I gotta see if I can find this.
Yeah, I see. It's things like that. Do you want to
wrap the show up? Do you want to wrap the show up and then maybe watch a couple of these?
I'll just say, we gotta wrap it. But things like that, we're gonna have to dig deeper into this dude. We're gonna have to go into a rabbit hole until Daniel Steele or whatever his name is. What's his name? Robert Steele.
Yeah.
Robert Steele. Yeah, we're gonna have to go into a little dive on old Steely over there and see what nuttiness he was kicking.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the video.
But did they say he worked for the CIA?
Yeah.
So either the CIA is hiring nutbags or made him nuts. That's another thing they could have did. They could have made him nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's kicking some real shit.
Dude, I don't know, bro.
I mean, if he worked for the CIA, he definitely knows some inner things.
Yeah. I mean, you would think, right?
Yeah. And like, if you believe in aliens, right?
Uh-huh.
If you believe in aliens, then why wouldn't you believe that they snatch kids for some aliens to bring them up to, or at least they have the technology to go up to Mars? If you believe in aliens, I personally don't. I think that, well, I'm not saying I don't. Let me bring that back. It's not something I think about a lot. Is it possible? Yes, I think it's definitely possible that there's other beings. I've seen enough Star Wars and Star Trek to in my mind be able to receive that. But I don't know. I've never met an alien that I know of. Shapeshifter, maybe a shapeshifter. I mean, I've taken acid and I've seen some people change, just as they talk to you, their facial, and you can see, I wonder if that's what it is, man. I wonder if some people, if you actually, is it that are you seeing the spirit of that person, the aura, to be like, wow, this person is actually, because when you do any hallucinogen, that's one thing you always notice on people. You can notice beautiful people from horrible people. You can notice that. There's those people that just kind of stay the same. They look a little trippy because you're tripping, but they pretty much stay the same. Those are the people that are just your average. But then there's some people that you look at them and it's like, oh, there's a glow. You see this energy coming off of them. And you could tell that that's a good person. And as you sit there and talk to that person, you realize this is a very cool, good person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you see that good energy coming off them. Then you get these other people that you hang with them all the time, and then they're cool. Y'all are cool, and you see them and they just start getting
you got to get away from them too.
They start getting these looks, where you're like, yo, this person is actually, the colors change behind them. They get dark. They look almost like Biden on that speech with the red behind them. They start to look like that. It's crazy. So I wonder, is it that you're seeing their aura, spirit, whatever it is, or is it that like maybe the hallucinogens you take allow you to see the
shapeshifter that's actually controlling that body?
Yeah. Something to think about. But once again, I don't put much thought into it.
But you think about it.
Well, I just did.
Well, you talked about it. You didn't really think about what you were saying before you said
it. I mean, I really think before I talk anyway. Thinking something I do afterwards where I go, should I have said that? Unfortunately. Gets me in a lot of trouble. Always has.
But that's what makes you a comedian.
Is that what does it? All right.
It's one of the things.
It's been a little mellow, man. I don't know what it is, man. I feel very
It's the mushrooms, bro. We've talked about it.
We did talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's the mushrooms. It's all good though, bro.
It could be that, or it could be this London jelly that I picked up over at Apollo Bud. Apollo Bud is only one of the best marijuana fucking dispensaries in Astoria, Queens, New York, over on Crescent Street in Astoria Boulevard. And if you go to check them out, make sure you tell him that you heard about it from Rated G. I'm sure he'll throw you a little something for the thing, but give it a shout out so he knows I'm doing my job when he's giving me the trees. He knows that I'm mentioning them. So go check out Apollo Bud, man, over there in Astoria, Queens. That's my number one go-to spot. And the weed is good. I mean, look at me. I'm barely here. And I don't know about you, but there are a bunch of people out there that what they like to do is they like to go to Apollo Bud, cop some weed, and afterwards, right, they get a little wine or something, and they go back to the crib, and they reach into the closet behind everything, and they pull out their board game of Triple X Playground and start rolling the dice, and the clothes start flying off, and next thing you know, you're both communicating in ways you never thought you communicate. You basically become each other's hand puppets, physically. Hand puppets. And it's always a fun time at Triple X Playground. So go to triplexplayground.com and cop yourself your game board of triplexplayground.com.
And the morning after, if you're feeling a little sorry about, maybe things got a little too crazy while you're playing Triple X Playground,
you could blame it on the game.
But what you could also do to make it up to your partner is you could go over to enditwasgood.net and buy some rated G mugs and give that person a cup of coffee. Bring it to them in bed. If they're a tea drinker, maybe give them a little tea or water, whatever you want. Just put something in the cup and bring it to them, because that's how you start your day off right. Over at enditwasgood.net.
Enditwasgood.net. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us again, man. It's always a good time. I don't know, man. That's all I can say. I don't know. But I thank you guys for checking us out, man. You're more loyal than most of my family members. I love you guys, man. I love you, dude.
I love you too.
Don't you ever forget it.
I never will. You tell me all the time. Man. How could I?
And shout out to all my peoples and all my warriors out there, man. Stay strong. Peace.
Peace.